The significance of the construction industry in the attainment of a nation's quest for development and self-reliance cannot be overemphasized. The industry serves valuable functions in the society that vary according to social needs. This is evident in the fact that every individual and business or services of diverse kinds must have a shelter and a location in the environment. Sadly, the housing stock that does exist in Nigeria is expensive when compared to local household income. How can the cost of housing construction be addressed in Nigeria? This is Housing Development, where we discuss housing affordability and accessibility. I am Flora Ani, your housing diva. Up next is the news headline. Stay tuned. Governor Ben Ayade has said frontline health professionals waging the war against the deadly coronavirus in Cross River State will now own their own homes. Represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Barrister Tina Agbo, he remarked that the development was timely as it would save health workers the stress and burden associated with paying rent amidst other expenses. Speaking further, he said this development will go a long way to ease health workers from the stress of struggling to pay rent, sending their kids to school, and other challenges. Governor Ben Ayade vowed to see the project reach completion, given every necessary support as the government. The project will provide 400 housing units to the Medical and Health Workers Union and would be bungalows of 2 or 3 rooms. In a bid to further improve on its infrastructure stock, improve city resilience, and make suburbs and contiguous states more accessible, the country's Federal Executive Council has approved over $63 million for the implementation of 5 road projects in Abuja. According to the FCT Minister Mohammed Bello, of the $63 million plus, approximately $8.2 million was set aside for the provision of an access road to the institutions and research districts in Abuja. About $4.4 million will be dedicated to the construction of an access road and car park for the rail station located at Kagini, while $39 million or thereabouts will support the ongoing construction of the Southern Parkway. While international housing events like the Global Housing Finance Conference, organized by the World Bank, usually focuses on a defined and sometimes limited agenda, the Abuja International Housing Show is a one-stop event for multi-industry issues involving both government and private stakeholders, investors, and esteemed participants. From government officials looking for informed opinions on emerging housing and construction policy dynamics to private sector developers and investors looking for the best clients, environments and opportunities for their establishment, to customers looking for the best housing deals, mortgages, credits and whatever access they need. The Abuja International Housing Show has been the best. And the Association of Professional Women Builders of Nigeria, during her second investiture held on Thursday, honored FESADEB for its role in improving the construction industry in the country. The association commended FESADEB Media Group for its advocacy and also in helping to build the image of women builders. FESADEB Media Group is the promoter of housing development program on AIT and TVC and the leading promoter of affordable housing advocacy in Nigeria. The leading media company in the Nigeria housing industry was among those that were honored at the investiture in Lagos.
Bacteria and other boring insects. Use Timberlock Premium Wood Preservative to prevent, correct, and defend wood and wood materials against deformities caused by termites and other insects in the later days. Timberlock is designed to solve wood preservation challenges with a standard you can trust. Timberlock Wood Preservative kills termites instantly. Timberlock Wood Preservative, the wood preservative brand leader in Africa.
details of the news, visit www.africanhousingnews.com. The investiture ceremony of the second president of the Association of Professional Women Builders of Nigeria took place recently in Lagos State, where the wife of the Lagos State Governor, Her Excellency Dr. Mrs. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, as special guest of honor. The president of Housing Development Advocacy Network was also honored at the ceremony. Let's have a look. The investiture ceremony of the new national chairperson of the Association of Professional Women Builders of Nigeria was held recently in Lagos State and was well attended. The special guest of honor, the wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Mrs. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, in her keynote address, affirmed the contribution of women builders in national development. Even as she encouraged APWBN to fight against quackery, she said effort must be made to restore confidence in the sector.
As professionals, the association must mount up spirited fight against quackery and use of substandard products that ultimately impact negatively on the quality of construction projects, which I just mentioned. There must be a way to leverage on the technology to address identified challenges in order to secure lives and property, as well as investments. Every effort must be made to restore confidence in the sector. And I firmly believe that this association has a key role to play in this regard. On a final note, let me again congratulate the new leadership of the association. Let me also remember all that my sister has heard.
In his speech, the president, Nigerian Institute of Building, Kunle Awubudu, said the women builders will keep getting the support and encouragement of the men in the industry.
Association of Women Builders of Nigeria is a subsidiary of the Nigerian Institute of Building. And what gave birth to this association is the need to promote our women in the construction industry. You know, this is a profession dominated by men. And when you have few women coming now to practice building construction, you need to go extra mile to encourage them.
On behalf of all of you, decorate our brand new chairperson of the association.
The highlight of the event was the decoration of the new chairperson, Builder Sikirat Adenike Said, by the outgoing chairperson, Builder Lami Kao, with the support of Her Excellency Dr. Mrs. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu. Expressing her gratitude for the honor, Mrs. Syed said the theme for the event was carefully chosen to highlight the need to bridge the gap in the technological world. She pledged that the association during her tenure will be a driving force for encouraging girls to study and practice building technology.
The area I want Your Excellency to help us to look at. We want to partner with the First Lady's office in this regard. We have the female artisans in Lagos State, but they are not known. At this time, during this our tenure, we want to make sure that we encourage them, we bring them together and organize programs for them and tell them that they can do it even better than men. So we encourage them, we will make sure that we fix them on site so that we can see the performance of female too as being an artisan.
Awards were presented to some organizations and individuals for their support to the built environment. The president of Housing Development Advocacy Network was also recognized for his role in improving the construction industry in the country and also in helping to build the image of the women builders.
Takes her acceptance.
A perfect blend of quality, functionality, luxury and affordability.
Keeping in mind the intention of luxury and affordability together, the Brick City Valley Estate is designed to follow the site landscape, which ensures a natural lighting and natural ventilation coming in maximally into the home.
For the location plan and our site layout, they are just too perfect. Our access road linking to the estate is directly connected to the major highway.
Located strategically along the Kubwa Expressway for accessibility to the central business district.
Our internal roads and drainages are well networked. We have available electricity supply. We have adequate and constant supply of water.
We have 3 years payment plan. First year, you pay 40%. Second year, you pay another 40%. Within these 2 years, we can even allow you to move in. When you are there, you pay the balance of the 20%.
Urban Shelter Limited invites you to invest in trust and a masterpiece. Urban Shelter, setting the pace.
You're watching Housing Development. Welcome back. You're watching Housing Development. The COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted life and performance in most sectors, and the real estate sector is not left out. How has COVID-19 pandemic affected the real estate sector? Our guest to speak on this is Builder Lawal Aliyu Magaji, the CEO of Abuja Property Development Company. Take a listen.
You don't build houses virtually. It's a physical thing. So it has really affected, especially in the wake of the COVID-19, there was a lockdown which restricts movement, and so many people could not go to work. They had to work at home. But construction, you have to be on site. So as a result of that, a quarter was lost. Then the gradual reopening, another quarter, it has really affected the housing sector seriously, and is one of the sectors that are worst hit in terms of, as a result of the pandemic. And on the supply side, yeah, definitely, if you cannot build, that means you'll have less houses being built, because even some of the building materials that are imported were affected, because most of the countries were not producing, and there was no movement, so it has affected the production seriously. And on the demand side, the disposable income of Nigerians is still getting low. There is no good mortgage system. Most of Nigerians that need houses cannot afford. So it has affected both sides, both the demand and supply. It has affected manufacturing seriously, because most of the companies were no longer producing. So when they started producing, there was so much demand. So as a result of that, definitely prices will go up. So indirectly, yes, it has affected. And the economy was really affected. There was so much inflation because of the effect of the COVID. So it has affected almost every sector. Recently, government has invested a lot in agriculture, in manufacturing. But in the area of real estate, government has not really done much in terms of providing support, in terms of providing funds, in terms of providing interventions. So government need to really pump in money into construction, into real estate, because of the multiplier effect it has in the economy generally. Construction, as we all know, generates a lot of employment, because in construction you have lots of employment that is generated either directly or indirectly. The federal government through the central bank should be able to put in some money into banks through intervention schemes, so that they will be able to lend money for purpose of mortgages at single digit. So that will really help. That is on the side of the demand. And on the side of supply, government also need to intervene by way of checking the inflation that affects most of these building materials, and encouraging the production of building materials locally, especially the finishing materials are still heavily imported.
I'm Leilani Farha, the UN Special Rapporteur, and I hope you'll keep watching the Housing Development Program.
One of the most prominent features of your house is your roof. Your roof will tell how old your building is. At Plus World, we pride ourselves in having the expertise and products to bring your roof back to life. While other roofing companies suggest removing the roof, we restore the roof with warranty assurance. Let Plus World Roofing recoat your old and fading roofs and make your roofs brand new. Our products are eco-friendly and completely harmless to human and the environment. We offer services that will sustain your roof's integrity and by extension, your property value. This includes roof repairs and maintenance for residential, commercial, and industrial properties. Our roof restoration solution saves you up to 70% the cost of replacing your roof. Contact Plus World Roofing today.
The CEO of Abuja Property Development Company there speaking on the effect of COVID-19 on the real estate sector. Moving on, the home buying process involves several important choices. One of the very first decisions buyers need to make is whether to shop for an existing home or buy a land to build a new one. Buying a land for building a house versus buying a house, which is better? Now let's seek the preference of some Nigerians on Voices on the Street.
I prefer get a land to build the house I like and the one I need, because the house you have already built may not be the one of my choice. So I prefer having a land and build one of myself.
Given the opportunity, I'll go for the one that has already been built. I think I'll go for that one instead of having a land, starting the process of building, beginning from the drawing of getting an architect to draw the design and all that. I'll go for one that's been built, the one built according to my specification.
Depends on the scenarios that presents itself. The house, it has to do with the price. Is it what I want? Good. Then, if I have a land, what would it entail to get it to that standard? Would I be wasting time, that is penny wise, pounds foolish, wasting more money and probably time, or would it be easier for me to just get the house? So it depends on the scenarios that plays out.
Yeah, it all depends. For me, to build a house from the scratch is the best, because we monitor it, you know the kind of foundation you are building. The Bible says, when the foundation be at fault, what can the righteous do? So the foundation of a building is very, very key. So for me to build a house from the scratch is more preferable.
I prefer getting a land and building my house from scratch based on two major reasons. Now, if you get your land yourself and build your house by yourself, if you check the cost, it is way lesser compared to when you're buying an already made house. And secondly, it's taste. You get to have the opportunity to structure your house perfectly to your own taste and to what your pockets can handle. Though there are houses that may cut to one's pocket size. However, why I still stick to getting my own land is to structure the location and how to position my own house.
I prefer buying a virgin land than start building afresh. A new house, because when you're doing it, you do it solidly, then use a good contractor to do the work and know what you're doing, so that there won't be issue of building collapse and the other things.
Whether you're considering buying an existing home or purchasing a piece of land on which to build a new one, both options require considerable research. Both options also have some important differences you should be aware of so that you can make an informed decision. Either way, both a piece of land and a house are assets that appreciate over time. I'll be back in a moment.
My name is Robert Hornsby with American Home Builders of West Africa. Keep watching Housing Development Program.
You're watching Housing Development. Abuja International Housing Show has emerged the largest housing and construction event showcased out of Nigeria to serve the world in 15 years, with a proven record of excellence in meeting the teeming needs of the built industry and the market it serves in the most dynamic way. The International Housing Conference and Exhibition features product presentation, exhibition of building technology for affordable housing from different parts of the world, home interiors, modern construction equipment, chemical and paint products, mortgage services, housing projects, interactive forums with high network participants. Why must you be a part of this year's Abuja International Housing Show? The reasons are not far-fetched. Take a look.
The Abuja Housing Show is an annual event that brings together many vendors and exhibitors, providing attendees the opportunity of networking. The Housing and Construction Expo ran, during which time approximately 15,000 people attended the event. Abuja Housing Show generally attracts foreign visitors to Nigeria and the host city, Abuja. There is always an influx of visitors and the opportunity to network with thousands of attendees from contractors, developers, architects, government and other construction industry professionals. Will feature over 200 local and international exhibitors and thousands of quality attendees showcasing the latest projects, development, investment and opportunities. The most highly regarded Abuja Housing Show, Conference and Exhibitions aims to not only bring together top decision makers in the housing construction industry, but also create opportunities for the visitors to witness and experience the latest equipment, machineries, innovation of construction, interior designs and property developers. Why exhibit? Meet the right people. The event will bring together the key players in the market, providing exhibitors with valuable face time with both existing clients and potential new business partners. It is the best way to make sure you are meeting the right people for you. Exhibitions are a great way to build relationships, make sales and gather relevant leads. Face-to-face interaction allows your sales team to achieve the equivalent of 2 months of work across 3 days. Exhibitions are a great way to stand out from the crowd, build an attention-grabbing stand, have your best staff on site, conduct some effective pre-show promotions, and scrupulously follow up with the contacts you've made. Showcase your latest products and solutions. Take advantage of the high number of visitors and the various demo programs throughout the event. To showcase your latest product and build your brand awareness, appeal to all visitors looking for solutions for their major construction and infrastructure projects by introducing your latest technologies and services. Abuja Housing Show is the ideal event for any new product and technology launches.
Visit Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts on Facebook, Housing Development Program, on Twitter, Housing Program, on Instagram @Housing Program. Join the conversation and keep up with latest housing updates.
The 2021 Abuja International Housing Show will hold from the 26th to the 29th of July 2021 at the International Conference Center, Abuja, Nigeria. For registration or reservation of exhibition space, do well to visit www.ihsabuja.com or call 081-665-70090. That is it on today's episode of Housing Development. Thanks for watching. Join me same time for another informative episode of Housing Development next week. I remain Flora Ani, your Housing Diva. Do stay safe out there.